Oh, yes, the May haze.
Yeah, I knew something was off. I was telling you, I was having a hard time breathing all week.
Yeah, you were out over the weekend, right?
I was, and I had to get back home because I was like, what is going on?
You got to be careful.
Yeah,
so we keep an eye on air quality, keeping an eye on the flood threat. We're going to cover all of it in the next 3 minutes. Let's begin with air quality monitors. And again, a live check around the area. And so far, so moderate. We could be a little bit better, but we are code yellow. Laredo improved. Yesterday, they were code orange. These are, again, live, and I'll keep an eye on them. But so far, we're in decent shape. Again, it could be a little better. But we do have a little bit of haze, not as much as we saw yesterday. It comes and goes. We're definitely cloudy, and the humidity is there. And temperature-wise, these, even though they're a little on the lower side, some of the warmer readings that we'll see in the next few days because some cooler air is spilling in. It was chilly this morning and still a little on the cooler side at Bernie, 68, right at 70 Bandera, 74 Timberwood Park, 75 at Randolph, 78 Stinson and Calaveras. All right, weather impact alert first. It's going to be late tonight and overnight through Friday evening that we could see some flooding rains. We're expecting 2 to 4 inches widespread. Could see isolated pockets as high as 5 to 6 inches of rain between now and tomorrow evening. So stay weather aware. Make sure you download the KENS 5 app on your phone. Because of those kind of totals, remember, this is what's called Flash Flood Alley. You know, we're looking at South Central Texas from a bird's eye view right now, but if we were to pick this up and look at San Antonio this way on a cross-sectional view, we're a city on a hill. So when it rains hard, it's raining downhill. Flash flood alley, and that's why Severe Prediction Center's got us in a level 2. They call it slight, but that is awfully misleading because it's a 2 out of 4 risk. So that's 50-50 on flooding for San Antonio, the Texas Hill Country. So the actual severe weather threat is low. It's a 1 out of 5. It's not 0, but it is there that we could see a hailstorm or even a little bit of damaging wind speeds of 60 plus. All right, flood watch is in effect through tomorrow evening. The Edwards Plateau, the Texas Hill Country, and even the I-35 corridor. It is not in effect for any communities to the south of San Antonio. So far, the rain has been north. We had a very active night of severe hailstorms across the Hill Country last night. Now the positioning of what's materializing so far is a little farther north. Austin had a severe thunderstorm earlier, but we're going to see more develop. We've got the front now south of us and stationary. So a cooler, drier air layers at the surface, and take a look at the abundance of Pacific moisture ready to move in. So this is, again, why we're looking at very high precipitable water values, precipitable water, and that's why we're going to get heavy pockets of rain. All right, models are indicating about a 9 p.m. start tonight, a little bit heavier out to the west at that point, but just the leading edge into San Antonio for, again, this evening. Then as we get late tonight and overnight, this is 3 a.m. Look at this. I mean, from Cotulla and Crystal City and Carrizo Springs all the way up through Fredericksburg, moving through. That's wave 1. Looks like maybe a little break on the heavy rain when we're talking about 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Still some pockets out to the north and west. And then round number 2 to 3, looking at about 1 o'clock Friday. And then one more narrow band of heavy rain by 5, 6 p.m. And we get everything east of us in the Friday evening hours. That's why the flood watch is in effect through 9 p.m. And don't forget, we're also going to get some very high winds and some cooler air in for the weekend. So with the rain, cooled air, only 67 expected tomorrow, 63 to 67, as always is the case on rainy, cloudy days. Temperatures just won't do too much. Then chilly air over the weekend. Saturday morning, 53. Sunday morning, we're going to flirt with the upper 40s. Afternoon highs, mid 70s. And then we get back to the 80s for the first full work week of May. Notice Cinco de Mayo near 90, along with Wednesday the 6th, 6 de Mayo, 20% chance of rain then, and we'll bring back some rain, all right, some chances later.